Hey guys, this is the first episode of Map Review, and in this episode we're going to review and analyze Gold River by Parannoul, map by Sunyata, or commonly known as Sudden Death, which is what I will be referring to as I don't want to butcher his current username. Just for a brief overview, Sudden Death is a pretty prominent jump and tech mapper in the mapping scene, with his most popular maps being Egaku and Tadaku Hitotsu. Anyways, Golden River is a dump stream map sprinkled with 210 BPM mini-jacks, and I asked him the background and the vision behind his map, and according to him, quote, I think Parannoul is characterized by having weak vocals, very strong drums, and using virtual instruments. So I made the vocals weaker and the drums stronger with mini jacks. Also, I didn't use odd snaps, only even snaps, and I interacted with him personally on the internet. So I make this map as a memory of that, why I chose Golden River song. Well, off to the map. The first thing I noticed was the mini jacks, and honestly I think it's a really cool addition to the chart. In a lot of instances, like here, he uses mini jacks to sort of differentiate the drums here from the other sounds, which were represented by streamlike patterns. And I think the contrast here really adds depth to pretty much the entire chart and gives the map its unique identity. Even though a lot of people would definitely critique the mini jacks at the end, which I totally understand, constant 210 BPM mini jacks are just not fun, especially with dump stream with it. But I do think the mini jacks really capture the essence of Parannoul's lively sound, so I applaud Sudden Death for that. Aside from that, the main dump stream section is really fun. It's structured relatively simple, 210 BPM dump stream sprinkled with the occasional 1/6 stream to support the vocals. On top of that, there are so many patterns like the staircase pattern that I believe are perfect in capturing Parannoul's vocals here. In addition, the anchor usage, for example here, represents the vocal sustain, which creates another layer of depth in this chart, which is something I like a lot. A lot of the time, mappers, especially beginner ones, use anchors all willy-nilly, which makes them pretty bad to play. But with how Sudden Death uses it, I think they actually help the chart more than anything. But what I think is the cherry on top is how Sudden Death incorporates stream direction in his dump stream. Take the main section here for example. The stream goes from a left to right hand sort of motion for about 4 beats until the song kind of diverges here at the same music section, and he makes the stream now right to left. I absolutely love this concept, and it really adds not just depth, but also emphasis on these music sections. Now for my top 3 favorite patterns, they include the first beat of dump stream in the start of the chorus, the anchor jump stream here, and finally the burst here. I always miss on these patterns, but whatever, it's a funny pattern. Alright, now time for the score. I think the map is absolutely amazing, and is why I chose this map as the first map I would review. The way Sudden Death executes the overall dump stream is brilliant and captures the vocal inflections, intensity, and the emotion of the song. With that being said, I would give this map a solid 9 out of 10. So that's the first episode of Osu Mania Map Review. Feel free to comment your opinions on the map in the comment section, and maybe even give me some suggestions on what maps I should review next. So yeah, subscribe, like, and hit that notification button if you would like to see more of these type of videos. Bye!